Hello YouTube. We are back for Wood League Tournament Round 1. This time we got our very own Shockz versus Swanlee. And let me tell you, this is an underdog story here. I love Shockz. Shockz is awesome in the community, great guy. But Swanlee is probably one of the top Wood League players. And Swanlee is probably one of the best fighters in the Wood League. So if Shockz can come back here and get a win, maybe early on, get some momentum, and upset Swanlee, that would probably be the biggest upset of the round 1 bracket that we've seen. And I don't even think we've had any upsets to this point. Everyone who we kind of thought was going to win has won. So let's see if Shockz can do it. Let's see if Shockz can be the first one here. He is going to get Bosnia. He's going to get Hungary. He's going to get Normandy. And then he's going to use his 4th gold and work on the... Oh, Shockz actually lost someone. Oh, no. He lost the guy in Hungary. Okay. He was probably setting this guy up. Still redeemable from him. Swanlee, on the other hand, he has Austria. He has... Oh, nice. He's going to have actually Latvia and Estonia here, which is kind of insane. And then he has Siberia. This is actually really insane because he gets the 2 bonus units for spawns, and he can get Leningrad for just a 1 gold investment next turn. That's really nice for him. And it's a 12-8 here. Shockz is going to go full mid, and Swanlee is going to work on the outer edges of the map. I love this. He's going to get Scotland this turn. He's also working on this over here, Morocco. So really good stuff from him. And I like that Shockz is actually going to have middle. This is a really great play when you start slow like this. I think that this is... I don't like this, though. I don't think you can... Oh, wow. I actually didn't think that you could position your unit in that situation, but he was able to. This is awesome. I did not know you could do this without getting hit by the tower. So he's going to have +8 this turn. He'll go to 16. I think Swanlee is going to have a pretty big turn here because he's going to, he gets 3, he gets 6, he gets 9. And then I don't know. Oh, Swanlee. Oh my God. Yeah. Swanlee is going to have a 24, guys, a 24-16 lead. Shockz is going to have to run away with the middle here. I think he still has a chance in this game. He needs to be able to blast the middle, have full control, and then he can just run. Because here's the problem for Swan. Swan has spawns over here. He has spawns over here, spawns over here. And then this, right? So Swan is kind of all over the map, and Shockz could really consolidate the middle of the map where all the cities are. And if Shockz is on top of his game, he has 2 blocks, 1 in Portugal, 1 in Spain. He also has this bottom base of Egypt block as well. He has the Turkey port too, so spawns from the Middle East can't just run into the middle of the map. So he does have a lot of options available to him as far as blocks go. Unfortunately, he misses the Portugal block. And Swanlee is kind of running away with an income lead at the moment. It does look like Swanlee is going to defend the bottom base of Austria. And this is the problem when you have an 8 income turn 1 versus a 12. Like, you're just so far behind. It, like, continues to... That difference usually tends to grow. Just because your opponent's able to do so much more and so much faster than you. So if he gets this block here in Spain, that's going to be really huge for him. That could slow down Swanlee, while Shockz is able to focus on other parts of the map, like expanding. Like if he gets Romania, if he can push Swanlee off of Austria, it looks like Swan's really going to hold on to this for as long as he can, because this is stalling Shockz while Swanlee is expanding around the map. And yeah, I mean, if Shockz is able to get like Poland, Romania, like these are some big income countries here. Oh, but he's not getting the block here. He did get Belgium and Normandy this turn. Or sorry, Belgium and Netherlands this turn. He's working his way into Germany now as well. He will get this with that extra gold spent, and he did get Romania. So Shockz should have a pretty good turn here. But Swan is definitely doing a great job. Like, he's literally just has to look at this one spot, hold it, and then he's just expanding behind it. And he has position on the map now too. Swanlee in Italy now, going up into Switzerland. That's all. This is going to threaten all this income, especially since Shockz is trying to go for Germany here. And so the position on the map is just looking really rough at the moment for our boy Shockz. France could be conquered this turn. That's a lot of units that could be A-clicked around to take France. Swan is microing over here in the mid-east. But yeah, this is a pretty comfortable. He now pulls out here because he knows he did enough. Like that army, he doesn't want to lose that army or feed it all. That would be a way for Shockz to get back in the game, is if Swanlee feeds an army. I love that Shockz had the awareness here to block France. Let's see if he's actually going to be able to hold this. Right now, he'll be able to hold it, but there's a big ball of units down here. If anything, this stalls Swanlee for another turn. But unfortunately for Shockz, Swanlee did see the attempt to cut here. And actually getting this port is not great if your opponent is letting you have it, because if you build here and they have all this, you just get surrounded. And there's no retreating option. Oh, and unfortunate for Shockz, his Roar and Healer go first. This is kind of like when I send units, my valuable ones are always in the front. It's my poor unit control. Shockz seems to suffer from the same issues I have. And yeah, everywhere we're looking now, fights are being had. Switzerland defense, France attack, and then this push is gonna be the death of Shockz, I think. Like this is gonna threaten all of his income here. And there you have it. So there is a forfeit for Shockz. It's a 1-0 lead for Swan. I love the sportsmanship. Again, Shockz is just such a good guy. Really rooting for him here. It is a best-of-5 series, as a reminder. Each player does have one mulligan. They have to call it within the first 20 seconds. So Swanlee here, he has Albania, he has this over here, he has Africa. Literally, like obviously this for turn 1, but like he has Africa easy for turn 2. He has a spam swappable Switzerland. He has this in National Park. He even has this and he has Normandy. So if you're Swanlee and Volga, like literally you're drooling right now. You have not only so many options for turn 1, you can easily get like a 13 or 14 with these spots, but you also have so many options for turn 2. Shockz, on the other hand, he actually has a Finland. He has Finland Sammy. I love going Sammy here and using that spawn for Finland for the next turn. But yeah, that would be beautiful for him. And then he also has Catalonia, he has Bulgaria, and then he has Croatia. So Shockz should be able to get a 12 here as long as he doesn't mess up any of his spots here. It looks like he's did a very clean everywhere else, and he should be able to get this in time as well. Swan is spam swapping. This is for the 14 or the 13. So he should definitely get this in time. You can see all the swaps that he's doing with this base here to get the extra rifle shots. He does it with many seconds to spare. Really great stuff from Swanlee, getting a 13 while Shockz ended up getting his 12. So Shockz, he has Romania for turn 2. He could even do Germany. He also has Portugal. Unfortunately, there's a block in Spain for him here. And then obviously, like we talked about, Finland. Like even just like Finland, Germany would be a great turn too. But he's going to full blast middle here, I think, with Romania. He's going to go for these areas up here. I would have loved to see him use the spawn here to get Finland. That would have been a very efficient income gain. Swanlee, on the other hand, we didn't even talk, like Swanlee had this middle base of Libya. Like, again, the man just has so many spots. He set this up a little too late, I think, so that's why he's sending in the extra units. Probably only needed to send one guy here, but 2 just to be safe. You might as well make sure that you're going to get it. Shockz doing really good, keeping up with the income this turn. And Swanlee, he finds the spam swappable Switzerland as well. At 27, guys. That is a killer turn 2, by the way. So that's kind of what happens. You get overpowered when you start with a 13 like that. And you get overpowered when you have all these spots, like the spam swapping here, the spam swapping, like, yeah, I mean, the Volga, like, he had so many spots. It's actually unreal. Shockz now is going to go up here. I don't know, he probably fat-fingered the roar. I don't think he wanted to make a roar this early on, but he is going to go for Ukraine. He's going to go for Belarus. He's going to go for Poland. Lots of income to be had for Shockz. And Swan is going to move up into Spain. We'll see if Shockz blocks it. He has the gold to do so. He just needs to spend a couple gold and pull back. He doesn't get the block there in Spain, so they still might fight over it because of the Catalonia spawns. And Swanlee is now going for position underneath Shockz here. Shockz with a lot of income this turn. He's about to get... No! Okay, so he doesn't get Ukraine, and that's actually huge. Swanlee actually prevented him from getting Ukraine by building there to slow him down. And that was a very great investment. And Swanlee is going to go for that bottom base of Germany here. Yeah, Swan. Okay, but Shockz is going for a full surround. A full surround on Czech. And he's kind of feasting. He's feasting right now. He could even get a base snipe. Okay, no base snipe to be had. He could get the bottom base of Germany snipe. Yes! Okay, Shockz is doing things right this game. He is doing it all right. He has a big ball of units here as well. Swanlee did spend on expansion. Swanlee is going to go for Spain. So Swan still has a lot of income here that he can take. But Shockz is feeding. Shockz, look at the KD. Beautiful stuff. Oh, but he loses the Germany base. Tragic. That kind of shuts down all the momentum he had here. Keeping that Germany base while slaughtering those troops would have been such a huge win. And now Swanlee is going to come up. He already has the Romania cut. He's going up into Moldova as well. This is kind of Shockz's last hope here. Hopefully he is able to stop this German expansion. But I think Swanlee is ready for it. Swan and Shockz both have the same amount of gold here. And yeah, I mean, even Croatia sniped now, and Shockz is about to lose Hungary. They're fighting over here a little bit in Catalonia. Looks like some spawns are fighting. Shockz does get that bottom base of Germany, but I think the damage is done now as he's losing the full middle of the map. Lots of units from Swanlee and Austria here. These units are kind of isolated now from the rest of Shockz's position, so they can't really do too much from here other than continue to hold that position. And the Roar might die here. Moldova is getting conquered now by Shockz. Shockz is trying to claw his way back in it, but he was out-incomed almost 3-1 there. Guys, we gotta have some hope for Shockz here. We gotta have some, yeah. Swan knows. Swan knows he had insane spots that game. Literally insane spots. Like, it does not get much better than that. That was probably the easiest 27 we've ever seen. And 27, again, is a really great turn too, guys. Shockz here. All right, he has Cyprus. He has a swappable Azer. He could do top-down West Greenland. He also has this, which is really nice to set up. I kind of Corsica or Sardinia, one or the other. And then he has Czech as well. So he should be in Moldova too. So yeah, he has quite a bit of options. This from Swanlee is actually really nice because if you do this, then next turn you get the spawns to be able to take Syria, which would be really great. He's also going to do Georgia, so we might see both of them by each other over here in this area. And other than that, I mean, yeah, I guess that's pretty much his only options here, which from what I'm seeing, unless I'm doing this wrong, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that's only an 8 or a 9 income turn 1. I don't know where else he spends really. This almost could have been a case where you do mulligans, except for the fact that he has this and this, right? So yeah, he's going to have a 9 income turn 1, I believe. And he's not going to use his mulligan. I think he's happy that he does have the Mideast at least. On turn 2, he has some options. Like he has this. He has this, which that's kind of annoying. I don't even know if you do that. He honestly could do Southern Russia, though, with the spawn. And since he has the port, all these bases can easily be taken. And Shockz with an 11. It's an 11-9. So for anyone rooting for Shockz here, he even is able to use the spam swap here. And yeah, Southern Russia is going to be conquered here. I love this from Swanlee. He can get Southern Russia and he can get Syria this turn. Shockz ended up getting up here into Scotland. Pushing down, by the way, like this into England is so rough because there's so many towers that you have to take. So, very interesting. I would have liked to have seen Shockz finish up Moldova over here. And then I would have loved to see a 2 Marine for this. I think that would be a little more efficient. And I don't know if he's even going to get England here. I love the North Italy. I didn't actually see that. Great stuff from him on getting North Italy. Great unit placement as well. Swanlee obviously doing a great job over there in Southern Russia. Plus 11 this turn. So really coming back from that 9 income turn 1. And dude, if Shockz could have got a snipe there, that would have been actually insane. Yeah, Shockz does miss Italy or England, so he's going to be down on income now. He has spawns that he can use for this fight in Switzerland. I would kind of wait. But yeah, fighting in Switzerland is not a bad idea for him. That's definitely a good position. It would unlock other areas of the map that he could expand to. He still has Czech as well that he could have gotten. He is going to take England, so that's really good to see for anyone rooting for him there. And then, yeah, Swan going up into Greece. He knows that Shockz is over here. I think Greece is a pretty good play in this situation. Shockz getting this base, though. Maybe Swanlee doesn't know. Swan has enough gold, though. If he pulls these guys back and takes this base first, he has enough gold to surround this. It looks like Shockz... Oh, okay, Shockz does get England. Good to see Shockz getting England. Shockz is also going to hold bottom base Macedonia. The thing this game is that Shockz's income is not in the middle of the map. So if Swanlee full blasts the middle, he might get... I don't think it's going to be as beneficial as what Swan is thinking. Like, he's already cutting, but Shockz only has these two bases. Shockz could play defensive here, and Shockz could go for expansion. I would love to see him fight in this area already. I like hitting Switzerland, especially with the roar. Like, he has the units. He needs to poke and prod. I would use these units first in the fight and then expand with them afterwards. But we'll see if Shockz is able to hold this. This is going to be a surround. The trees getting cut makes such a huge difference. You fit way more units in here, guys. And you can, you can just get a full surround. All these guys are going to die. Volga is going to get conquered. Again, Mideast is still being claimed. So the thing I like about Swan is he's actually expanding while taking these fights. Unfortunately for Shockz, so Shockz did get this country, and then he got Switzerland. So, but he lost these countries, right? So his income isn't really going up. He did get this. That's the +1 that we were seeing on the scoreboard. So Swan was doing all this and fighting here while expanding behind it. And I think that's kind of the difference in the two play styles at the moment. And then in this situation, Swanlee has 20 gold, and Shockz kind of spent a lot here. If Swan just spends his 20 gold here, the game's over. He doesn't even have to spend 20. He could spend half of it, and he can just continue to expand like he's doing right now. He already has this cut as well, which is really nice. Shockz is going to get Germany this turn. But yeah, Swan's even going for Africa position. It looks like they had a fight over here in Africa, and it does look like Swanlee won that. Swan still has 10 gold here. Shockz is out of gold. He doesn't actually have Germany at the moment either. He really needs that income to stay back in this game. Nice little snipe here, but he's going to lose those guys. He doesn't have enough gold to really hold on to this. And unfortunately, missing Germany here really hurts. It would have been 31, a little more respectable, a little more a reason to stay in this game. I think Shockz is going to hold on, though, simply for the fact that this is the final game of this series. Okay, and I think he just kind of realizes it there. So we have a 3-0 victory to our boy Swanlee. Good game to Shockz. I want to see Shockz. Yeah, was under you every single game. Swan definitely had good positions there, but Swan also, I mean, that 13 turn 1 and then a 27 turn 2. And yeah, Shockz needs to warm up, I think. Shockz needs to get those fingers warm. He needs to play a couple matches before he goes in to face a player of Swanlee's caliber. So I think Shockz still has potential. Shockz has not really played as many 1v1s as some of these other Wood Leaguers. So this is probably like the lowest skill cap that you're going to see from him. And there's definitely, who knows how high he can actually get. Yeah, and I think he did good, and there's lots of rooms for improvement as well. So congrats to Swanlee. Swanlee is going to move on to round 2 of the tournament, and Shockz is going to go to the second chance bracket. We're going to see him. He's not out of the tournament yet, and that does give him a couple weeks to continue practicing and playing, and hopefully he can refine those skills and cause some trouble in that second chance bracket for whoever his opponent is. And that's all we have for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the Wood League content. We're posting about 1 video a day at this rate, which is kind of crazy, but we're trying to cast every Wood League game that we can. If you're liking the content, hit that like button down below to let us know. Also hit subscribe. You will get notified as we are continuously posting these videos to the channel, and you don't want to miss out on the results of this tournament. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all on the next one.